It's an idea that has been around for a long time, but which was waiting for a triggering factor to come to life. And you know, the nations decline and are strengthening by trials. It is not true joy. The ceremonies of joy brings people together, but it remains superficial. It is the trials which solidify the relationship between individuals and between nations. These trials have happened. We have lost a lot of sadness. But these trials also have shown us and revealed to us what we have in common. These trials have brought forth men of value. We must regain our honor and our dignity. And these men are Assimi Goïta, Ibrahim Traoré, and Abdurrahman Tiani. Africa, wake up. Africa, rise up. Africa without borders. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. About a month ago, and I think it was in November, there was the Mali International Craft Fair. I went to Bamako with more than half of the members of the Burkina Faso government. And while I was there, the President Tiani also arrived. So I told my friend, Choguel Kokala Maiga, that is President Tiani, who is coming here to join us in Bamako. And today, we are all still here. And tomorrow, we will meet President Tiani. And this is to say that at our level, the machine is in motion. It must be said that for a long time, President Assimi Goïta and his team fought alone with sanctions and so on, but they held on. And then, after the captain, Ibrahim Traoré, came, when he asked me to be his prime minister, I told him, Mr. President, we have to go with Mali. He told me that on the military level, he cooperates. I said, no, we have to go further. He accepted. After some time, the Mali Army General came to Burkina Faso for consultation, work with Colonel Sadio Camara. The President told me, good, as you want us to work with the Malian, you are not in military, but you can come with us. So I went, I attended the meeting, and I told them, you know, between Mali and Burkina, we have to go together. Well, everyone was not completely convinced, but we moved. And last December, I was in Moscow. And so, it was so that you knew that the Russian embassy in Burkina Faso was closed in '92. It was to strengthen our relationship with Russia and possibly request the reopening of the Russian embassy in Burkina Faso. And yesterday, the Russian embassy in Burkina Faso was open. So I said to our Russian friends, good now, with the Malians, we are going very well, but it remains Niger. But Niger remains the obstacle. What do we do? The Russians said, it's all left for the Nigerians. And in last July, we all seen what happened here. Unfortunately, my president was in Russia at the time. where I was and when I raised the Niger problem. When Niger solved its problem, my president was there. And when he arrived in Ouagadougou, I welcomed him at the airport. He told me, TM, we don't have any more time to waste. That's how. Now the process is to decide, and I will tell you a story. More than 20 years ago, in 2003, I wrote an article entitled "For a Federation of the Sahel," in which I demonstrated that the future of Mali, of Burkina, and of Niger was realized, and that these three countries must move towards a federation. When the Prime Minister, Ali Mohammed, came to Ouagadougou, I gave him a copy of the article. He told me that, Mr. Prime Minister, take your article. I have read it. I said, how come? He said, no. That when the article appeared in 2003, he was on a mission
in Ouagadougou.
And that's when he read the article. He had also spoken about it to those who were in the meeting, because there was a meeting of West Africa, of experts of West Africa in Ouagadougou, and he had spoken about it to some who were skeptical. He said, okay. So that's to say it's an idea that has been around for a long time, but which was waiting for a triggering factor to come to life. And you know, the nations decline and are strengthening by trials. It is not true joy. The ceremonies of joy brings people together, but it remains superficial. It is the trials which solidify the relationship between individuals and between nations. These trials have happened. We have lost a lot of sadness. But these trials also have shown us and revealed to us what we have in common. These trials have brought forth men of value. This is what my friend said earlier. There were men who refused the situation and who said no. What is happening to us is not like us. We must regain our honor and our dignity. And these men are Assimi Goïta, Ibrahim Traoré, and Abdurrahman Tiani. And it took these trials for us to find our way together. And just now, when we arrived at the airport and we came, what was there? You noticed the enthusiasm of the youths, the commitment of the people. It is to say that the population was waiting to be shown the way. Now that they have discovered the way, it is them who are now pushing us. So we no longer have the right to make mistakes. And what you have to do, as I said in Bamako the last time, what it means to ensure that even if our heads of state wanted to back down, they cannot do so. It is to say that, and moreover, when I came with my friend Maiga, we were discussing the Mali Federation, which brought together Senegal and French Sudan in the 1960s, and which failed. Why it didn't work? So that was the cause why it didn't work. We should not forget, as it is said, to emphasize that the fact that we are together does not suit everyone. That obstacle will come. But we must make sure to overcome any obstacle that arises. For years, we have to talk about African unity. We always talk about African unity, and we do not see the outcome of African unity. And therefore, even when I said that Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso had to put itself together, people told me that no, why only poor countries which will end up together? So you see, in the head, even the people were not ready. We are poor because we wanted us to be poor. When you put together our vast territory, the gold production of Mali, of Niger, of Burkina Faso, the cotton production of the countries, the livestock of the countries, we don't even need to talk about oil or anything. That's enough. So, it's the lack of confidence. Because if we want to go with countries like Ivory Coast or Ghana, what happens? Will happen again, and had to say that Ivory Coast will not be the cow of West Africa. They are intimate with each other, and they will believe that we are coming to eat in their house. So it is better that we are together. And from there, they will start to envy us. So I wanted to tell us is that we should no longer see ourselves as Malians or Burkinabè or Nigerians. We are citizens of the same good space. But we are still missing many things. We have circled, the national flag of Mali, the national flag of Burkina Faso, not yet the national flag of the AES. We do not yet have the flag of the AES. It is up to you to design them and propose to us. That is to say, everyone has their task accomplished. And so, it is by looking in the same direction that we can strengthen the relationship, and we must ensure that retreat is no longer possible. And that we all think about the AES. This is the message that I brought for you. Africa, wake up. Africa, rise up. Africa without borders. Africa, continental free trade area. The time is now. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.